Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, today is June 16th, and on June 14th at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we had a new moon, a supermoon. On June 4th, we had a few solar flares that cannibalized each other and this coronal hole on the sun. And if you look at the sun, there are a lot of holes, coronal holes, in the sun right now. Today, we're going to talk about what's going on in the connections between the sun, the moon, and the earth, because they are a bit unprecedented. So we expected when the sun cannibalizes or absorbs solar flares together, they usually wind up in a larger flare. Instead, the sun absorbed those two flares, which is not a good thing. It seems like, oh, that's good because we didn't have a solar flare. As a result of that, it's not, because what it means is that pressure is building up within it and continuing to build up as of today. And I'm doing this video on the 14th, the day of the supermoon. So the moon and the sun and the earth all dance and talk to one another. They are energetic bodies that connect. And in the in the workshop that we did on the 7th, we did a meditation to the sun because we want to make that connection to the sun as it is interacting with our earth. This interaction is growing greater and greater. So now on a new moon, the moon is up during the daytime and void at night or dark at night. When this happens, it affects our tides. As we know, the moon and the moon affects the tides of the planet. Well, the earth is also a flowing object. She has fluid within her, various kinds. So these ebbs and flows affect all of those fluids that are going on inside of the earth. When you have a supermoon, which means the moon is closest to us, in a void of moon, it means that you can have extremely high tides. They call them king tides. So this is occurring and has been occurring for the last several days. And you've noticed that in the last week, we're having a lot of volcanoes and a lot of earthquakes. This is because of this internal pressure or motion of these fluids within the earth. And I think of it like her stretching. She's stretching. So the fault lines are stretching. Everything is stretching within the earth as she is ebbing and flowing with the moon. So this is where we do our work. Because I have always had a saying that if star children do their job, nothing happens. We would like to go through these ebbs and flows, these anomalies, little or no cataclysmic response. We will have more volcanoes and earthquakes within the ocean, yes. But as far as on land and it affecting humanity, this is where we try to mitigate it. There is a huge meeting again tonight, and I'll let you know next week how we do. Well, we'll know next week how we did. That'll be apparent. This is not gross transition. So I want to make sure you know that. But it certainly is leading up to something going on within the earth. And remember, it's not just the earth, it's her connection between these bodies that she is connected to. So our job today will be to send the energy to the moon and to the earth, that they can gently and gracefully stretch and move and ebb and flow with grace and not have to go on a bumpy ride, because we do not want to lose humanity in that way. It's our job as the light seeds, our children, to try to bring the earth into balance until she's ready. Not quite ready. Humanity has enough light beings on her with an ascension high enough to transcend at any time. We are not waiting for humanity. And as we talked about in the workshop, there are now 2 modes of transition available to us, which is wonderful. The one we've already been on, which is walking gently and slowly moving along. The other one is the growth transition, which we know will also occur. So, what we want to do is make this a gentle glide so that we don't have to have cataclysms during the preparation time. The East Coast of the United States is under huge stress. It has not been under this much stress for 1,000 years. So you have volcanoes that are off the coast of Oregon and Washington, which I've talked about before, that are having a lot of earthquakes, and a lot of activity going on. And this is good because it is gently moving those fault lines. Years ago, if you were part of my lightworking team, we did a lot of work in California to make sure that we had small cluster earthquakes so that we didn't have large, devastating earthquakes. We're heading to the time of a lot of stuff going on in LA and sports and different events. We want that to go smoothly. So this is our job, and this is what we're going to work on today. It is exciting because she's getting ready. You can tell. But it is not the moment yet. But we need to be prepared, and we need to be more vigilant than ever to get our job done and to do it really, really well. So let's do it. Okay, so I'll take my pendulum out of my tensor field. I'll get my, oh man, somebody should get me some more of this. That's almost empty. We'll use our aura spray to clear our aura, as we always do. We'll use the thrust. There you go. We'll rub our hands together, bring them into our energy field, cup our hands together. That deep breath in, that 15-second meditation is what we need to keep us connected through time and space and to keep our energy connected between the sun and the earth. That's your tether, your golden cord is that tether between heaven and earth. You need that. And then I use the sacred oil, the ascension oil, on my third eye, both to shield and to expand my third eye. There we go. So visualize a light, yummy, gold, honey-like. And if you're living in Hawaii right now, bring that energy in for your Kilauea, which is very much active and alive and dancing. and bring that energy in from the sun. Bring it all the way down through your body. And now we're that vehicle of connection between the sun and the earth as we bring that gold light in and we feel it at the bottom of our feet. And we bring that into the earth. And Mom grabs on to your golden lariat. You are the light cord, that tether to bring humanity forward, to bring ourselves forward. And then we bring it on down further into the earth. And we wrap ourselves around the grid system of the mother, just in the arms of the mother. We wrap ourselves around. And that energy comes back up our back with an essence of mom in it and back to source and around and around and around we go, never stopping, always in that energy, in that orbit of light, of connection between heaven and earth, our mother and our father, the sun and the earth. And now bring that energy up and out the top of your head and let it just flow into all 12 of your auras as we continue to develop our DNA structure to 12 strands. Lots of light now, lots of light as the earth is waking up, as humanity is waking up, and the sun is giving us all that little nudge to wake up. And we feel that light. And we feel ourselves surrounded in this cocoon of protection. And we wear it 24/7 because we are light seeds, doing our job by living our life in light. And we know that we go right out the well of the mother below the root. Feel the energies of all the beings shining light at us, beaming us with all the energy they can. Because they know that we are on the threshold of a new world. And we are continuing. The question is, will the mother have us walk there? Or will she bring us there? Either way, it's fine. Either will exist. Both, will exist. Feel those energies. Fill your heart. And now, as we go out through the well of Mother, we radiate out to the moon. Our moon. Interesting story, our moon. That's for another day. And beam that energy to the moon. That she is gracefully dancing between the sun and the earth. Playful character, affecting and helping both. There we go. Radiate your light into the center of the moon and the beings of the moon, the energies of the moon, which are not 3D. Radiate onto that. And the vibration of the interaction between the moon and the sun. Feel that pathway of light as it shines to the moon. and then shines to the earth. And dance with them. Feel that vibration, that energy triggered by the sun, connecting to the moon and the earth. And send love. Just beam love from the earth to the moon, to the sun, from the sun to the moon, to the earth, to you. You know you are this light being changing that 3D DNA structure of behavior because your sacral chakra dances in the light of knowing, in the heart of love, and not in the ego of self. Our spleen, which is conscious power, which is love, dances the dance of loving you and loving humanity and loving this interaction between these three heavenly bodies and ourselves. The liver is the empathic shield, that gold shield you're wearing right now. And we know that we can understand 3D behavior and understand how to shift upward 3D behavior out of the ego based cruelty and hatred. And we radiate that knowing through our heart in love, complete love for all of the earth, of humanity, of every being on this planet. And we just beam love to every creature and every being. We know we are constructing, we are walking through our breath, through every day when you wake up, that you are moving closer into the light, into the knowingness of love, into 5D. And we express that in all that we are, in everything that we do, because we have no doubt who we are and why we are. So shine your crown. Let it sing. Let that telepathic nod sing. And attract all those who need light, who need love. This is our job because we're the light seeds of planet Earth in the greatest transition that has ever occurred. And we're doing a really good job, guys. Don't look at the 3D news. That's not going to tell you anything. Look at the heart of humanity, and that will tell you. So as we are here today to dance the dance between the sun, the moon, and the earth, in this new moon, this super moon, letting the earth stretch and move gracefully, gently, with our love. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Keep on connecting. And I'll see you next week.